How war can affect global economy. Violence disrupts the economy, resulting in adverse and ongoing negative effects even after conflict subsides. Decreased investment, trade, and productivity, along with human and physical capital destruction. Conflict may also reduce trade flows by raising the costs to private agents of engaging in international business. War in Ukraine leading to higher inflation, tighter financial conditions compounding the damage from the COVID-19 pandemic. The Russian invasion of Ukraine has magnified the slowdown in the global economy, which is entering what could become a protracted period of feeble growth and elevated inflation, according to the World Bank's latest Global Economic Prospects report. This raises the risk of stagflation, with potentially harmful consequences for middle and low-income economies alike. War in Ukraine is causing food and fuel crises. Smaller supplies and higher prices for food mean that the world's poor could be forced to do without. Sharply rising commodity prices have been the most immediate economic impact of the Ukraine conflict and is exacerbating supply and demand tensions, damaging consumer sentiment, and is threatening global economic growth. During World War II, the U.S. government, despite being run primarily by progressive Democrats, suspended most economic and social reforms in favor of increasing defense expenditures. Antitrust legislation was virtually ignored during this period. Factories lengthened the typical workday to increase production, ignoring labor laws to do so. Businesses throughout the nation suffered from labor shortages due to men leaving to serve in the military. Women entered the labor force in large numbers, and child labor laws were relaxed or even ignored to boost the dwindling workforce. The number of teenagers in the workforce rose from 1 to 3 million during the war, about 1 million of whom dropped out of high school. The Vietnam War affected the revival of Japan and West Germany as major economic powers following their post-World War Roman II prostration that toppled the dollar as the linchpin of the world economy, prompting devaluations which spurred inflation. Energy prices have been dramatically lifted by the world's exporting countries since 1973. Food prices shot up. Heavy wage demands by workers. A slump in business investment and a slowdown in technological breakthroughs, and increases in government unemployment.